Hello YouTube, Wes here checking in. Welcome to my finds video for Record Store Day 2021, drop number 1 from June 12th, 2021. So a few days ago, I uploaded my Record Store Day wish list, and this video is going to be about what I was able to find. It's Saturday evening, Record Store Day, when I'm filming this video, so hope you all had a great Record Store Day, however it was you celebrated. Whether you stayed home and just spun vinyl or went to your local record store and purchased anything or just hung out and caught the vibe of what was going on. It was a really good day. It was my first time doing Record Store Day actually properly. In previous years, I've gone out for Record Store Day, but I normally don't go out until noon or afternoon kind of time, just to sort of see what was left over and find out if anything I was interested in was still left. And sometimes it was, and I was able to pick those things up, and sometimes it wasn't. So this is what I found today. I had a really awesome day. I had a full day of record digging today. Started out at my local record store, Here Again Records. Shout out to them. Thank you very much for an awesome record store day. Cheers if you're drinking along here. This is a Floridian Hefeweizen from Funky Buddha Brewing out of Oakland Park, Florida. Nice refreshing Hefeweizen, and yeah, it's well into the, actually my car said at one point it was 100 degrees today outside where we were driving, so it was a hot day. So I started out the day, as I said, at my local record store here in Gainesville, Florida. That's Here Again Records. They opened up at 9 a.m. for Record Store Day, and so I decided to head out. I headed out around 7 o'clock, a little bit before 7 o'clock, got in line about 7:15, 7:20, so I was in line for about an hour and 45 minutes before I went in for Record Store Day. Okay, there's flames shooting up in the backyard of my neighbor's house. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully they're barbecuing and nothing else. So as I said, got in line for Record Store Day around 7:20-ish, 7:15, 7:20-ish. Turns out I was 16th in line, and they were letting 15 people in the store at a time. So right at around 9 o'clock, they opened up the doors, let the first 15 people in, and I was the next person to go in. So as soon as the first person came out, I was able to go into the store. And they had sort of a loop through the store of a lineup that people could wait on to get their Record Store Day items. At my particular store, they don't have the Record Store Day items out on the floor. You have to go up to the counter and sort of ask for what you want to see or what your picks are, and they will grab whatever they have as far as your picks go. So we were just chilling, hanging out, looping our way through the store, browsing through a few of the bins as we passed by, and I actually did pick up one non-Record Store Day item while I was there. The non-Record Store Day items were all on sale, so that was nice. So it was nice to be able to sort of dig while I was waiting in line to get my Record Store Day item. So the non-Record Store Day item that I picked up that I'll show quickly in this video, since I did buy it on Record Store Day, was Linkin Park's Reanimation, their sort of remix and B-sides album that they released in 2002. This is the only Linkin Park album that I did not have on vinyl. It's not technically an album, but it is sort of part of their catalog and something I would like to have, and I do like a lot of the tracks on this. And I had this on CD since it was released, but really glad to have this on vinyl finally. So that was a non-Record Store Day title that I purchased on Record Store Day. So yeah, that leads up to me getting to the counter and making my choices. The flames seem to be gone, so I'm guessing that was a barbecue getting started. So anyway, my Record Store Day titles. There were 7 on my list, and I actually got all 7. Surprisingly enough, I was shocked that they were all there, but I guess that's what happens when you go and get in line and get there early. So the first one, I can actually show you these titles in my hands now instead of just pictures on a screen here. So the first one here, we have Lady Gaga's Chromatica. This is the Record Store Day reissue, I guess you could say, of this album. Originally it was released in just a PVC sleeve, not real great. This is a really cool package. It has this spot varnish on the cover here, and then the inside just gets better and better. So it opens up like this. It's a triple gatefold here. Again, spot varnish as well as embossing on the inside here. So I'm sure the camera's not doing this justice, but it looks just really cool with that 3D effect and the spot varnish, and just a really cool triple gatefold. And the inside of the jacket itself is printed. I don't know if that's picking up there. It's printed on the inside of the jacket, which is nice. It does come with this black and white zine. Lots and lots of artwork in here. Really neat stuff. And then also comes with a 12 by 12 color art book with lots of photos in here. Let's see here. Yeah, pretty cool stuff in here like that. There's also lyrics in there as well. Really, really awesome package. And then the vinyl itself. Single LP on a neon yellow vinyl. Very, very pretty. And looking at some of the videos I've seen on YouTube already, it seems like some people were having difficulty finding this one. I don't know if it was just that desirable that it sold out quickly or what. It was supposedly 11,000 copies on this, so it shouldn't be difficult to find, but for whatever reason, it seemed like people were having difficulty with it. But yeah, that was my first pick, Lady Gaga's Chromatica. Really glad to have found that one. The second one here that was on my list that I also was able to pick up was the Perfume Genius Immediately Remix Collection. Remixes from Set My Heart on Fire Immediately album from 2019. There it is in the flesh. Double LP in a non-gatefold sleeve here. Two very minimal inner sleeves and two LPs pressed on a silver vinyl. Go ahead and show that real quick. So there is the silver vinyl on that. Very nice. Looking forward to giving that a spin. Perfume Genius Immediately Remix album. That was 2,500 copies, I believe, on that one. Next up, we have the soundtrack to the 1994 movie Above the Rim with Tupac Shakur in it, among others. Really great soundtrack. Of course, this features Warren G's Regulate on it. Really nice double LP gatefold edition album of this. First time on vinyl, I believe. Either 2,000 or 2,500 copies. They have both numbers listed on the site there. First LP is kind of a banana yellow vinyl. Very nice. And then the second LP is what I would call a creamsicle orange vinyl. So yeah, that was the Above the Rim soundtrack release. Got that. That was on my list. Next thing I was able to pick up that was also on my list. This is Larry Coryell at the Village Gate. Some killer fusion jazz here. Really do enjoy Larry Coryell stuff, and this is a reissue of a great live album from him. Hasn't been pressed since it was originally released. Very, very nice. This comes on a translucent dark and light blue vinyl split. So there is the vinyl on that one. And that was the most limited of the things I got today. This was limited to 1,500 copies, so I was really glad to find this one. All right, next thing I got, this was also on my wish list. This is the Soft Bulletin Companion from the Flaming Lips, originally released as a CD promotional item with the Soft Bulletin album when it came out. So you got tracks from the Soft Bulletin on here, as well as Zyreka. You got alternate takes, B-sides that weren't on the albums, stuff like that, stuff they recorded around that time. Has a very sort of worn vintage kind of look to it, like as if this had been released on vinyl in 1994 and you just discovered it. Gives that kind of look to it. This was pressed on 2 LPs on silver vinyl and has a very, very, very aluminum sort of metallic look to it. Definitely a different silver vinyl that I'm used to seeing. It has a nice look to it anyway. There's that. Definitely in person, definitely looks very metallic. That was really nice. And I believe this was 11,250 copies. So lots of copies of that one are out there. So that one should be readily available. If you weren't able to pick that up today. Next thing, another one that was on my wish list, and I'm glad I got this. This is the Elton John Regimental Sergeant Zippo album-ish. Not sure how to sort of state what this is. These are tracks that were recorded in 1967 and 68, kind of working towards an album, and they were shelved tracks. So these hadn't been heard previously, and they finally put these out. A really high gloss fold over style sleeve, so kind of a European style sleeve there. I really do like the cover art on this, really nice and psychedelic and brightly colored. And the vinyl itself is black vinyl with the recreation of the DJM labels that his early albums were released on in the UK, although they would have been on sort of a dark blue label, DJM label, or a black and silver DJM label. These are mono recordings, and it does come in a nice plastic lined inner sleeve. So that's Elton John's Regimental Sergeant Zippo. I was glad to pick that up. I think that was 7,000 copies on this one. So a little bit more limited, but still should be a good number of them out there. I know a lot of people were looking for that one. The next thing, not the last thing, but the next thing, this was on my list, was the Juicy J album, The Hustle Continues, originally released in November of 2020, but released for the first time on vinyl for Record Store Day. Juicy J from 3-6 Mafia. Really do enjoy his stuff and his solo work, and as well as 3-6 Mafia stuff, so was glad to pick this up. I think this was maybe 3,000 copies was the run on this one. Purple and yellow vinyl, I think, are the colors on this. This also included a small printed poster of the cover art, and then the album title there and his name and the 2 colors that the vinyl is pressed on. So we'll go ahead and show these off real quick. First LP, purple vinyl, as I said. Nice heavy 180 gram vinyl on that one. And then the second LP is kind of on this neon green vinyl, very bright, very vibrant, and it goes really well with purple. I've always wanted to do, if I ever pressed an album or something, I would want to do like purple with this color splatter in it, or this color with purple splatter in it, kind of thing. I think that would be a nice combination. It's probably been done before, I'm sure, but I just like those 2 colors together, and I like that album was pressed on those 2 colors. So that was it for my Here Again Record Store Day experience. So went home, got these put away, got sort of reset, and headed down to Ocala, Florida. It's the next sort of big town south of here, about 45-minute drive, and the main record store in Ocala is called Vinyl Oasis. Opened up about maybe 4 or 5 years ago now. Really cool record store. It's been growing over the years. Really appreciate that there's a record store in Ocala now to go to. Really cool store. They often have 50-cent sales, and it just so happened that they decided to have a 50-cent sale today on Record Store Day, and they also have Record Store Day titles. So went down there mainly for the 50-cent sale, because I always find killer things there, just because of their I guess basically because of their clientele. You can find a lot of really rare cool things in the 50-cent bins when they do the 50-cent sales, just because they aren't more mainstream titles that would sell in that area. So found some really obscure, really cool stuff in a 50-cent bin today there. Picked up like 76 albums from the 50-cent bin. So did pretty well. I'm going to share those in another video. I haven't decided exactly how I want to do that because some of it's VCLT, some of it's for my Discogs store, and some of it's for me personally. So I don't know if I want to share them all or just share the ones that are just for my collection. I don't know how I want to do that yet, but I did pick up a lot of albums from their 50-cent sale, and they also had record store day titles in stock, and I did pick up one while I was there, and that is from the band Sleeping with Sirens. This is their, I believe, from 2019 is when this album was originally released, How It Feels to Be Lost. But this is a deluxe edition released exclusively for Record Store Day, exclusive album art, and a bonus 10-inch with extra tracks on it. Show you the gatefold on this. So this is also a Record Store Day title. I believe it's limited to 1,800 pieces. Sleeping with Sirens are kind of a post-hardcore rock kind of group. And this is on a split black and clear and black splatter vinyl. Really cool look to it. So that is the actual LP itself. And then the bonus tracks come on a 10-inch LP or 10-inch piece of vinyl with a similar or same, basically the same pressing on it, but in a 10-inch form. So solid black with clear with a black splatter on it. So it was really nice to pick up an extra Record Store Day title that wasn't on my initial list, but something cool to find and cool to know that I picked this up at the Ocala store there. So yeah, then after that we went to the Goodwill in Ocala, and I guess maybe the Goodwill in Ocala got the message that it was Record Store Day too, because they put out like 3 giant bins of records. So I found a bunch of cool stuff there, and put those maybe in my end of month haul. I don't know exactly when I'm going to share those. I have so many videos I need to make and post right now. It's just getting out of hand. I've been picking up a lot lately. A lot of stuff in thrift stores coming through. A lot of stuff I'm working on for the Discogs store, trying to grow that. So those are my Record Store Day finds. Let me know what you thought of what I picked up. Let me know what you found, what you're still looking for. Let me know what you're looking for in the July 17th second Record Store Day drop. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, great night. Enjoy some great music, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.